Hey there, I'm Joey.
I'm Jacob.
And we are watching Star Trek for the first time. Last time on Star Trek, there was time travel, proper time travel for the first time. And it was a decent enough episode.
Yeah.
I don't think I want that every episode, but it was fine.
No, if we did that maybe once a season even, I think it'd be fine.
Yeah, definitely.
Although they didn't pull out the big punch like I thought they would.
Yeah. But anyway, today we're watching an episode called Court Martial.
Huh.
Yeah.
Sounds like it could be either really... this could be one of three things. One of the main characters gets court-martialed. That's...
I'm assuming that's what it's going to be. It's going to be like some kind of fake-out court-martial for one of the big characters.
Yeah. Personally, my money would be on McCoy, if I'm honest.
We already did it with Spock, so I don't think we're going to do it with him again.
My money would be on McCoy.
I don't know. I think they might just go straight for Kirk.
I don't know.
In my opinion.
We'll have to see. We'll have to see.
This show is ballsy, so who knows. Alright, so we're about to get into post-episode thoughts in a minute. Be sure to stick around for that. We're about to watch Court Martial. You know, I'm starting to regret the shirtless Shatner count. I think we should have done a random woman Kirk kisses count.
I know. That's way higher.
It's a little late for that now, unfortunately, but this would definitely be there. But honestly, one of the better Kirk love interests, I'd say. I really like Shaw as a character.
I think there's more obvious history between the two.
Mm-hmm.
There's more obvious chemistry between the two.
Yeah, definitely. And I don't know. I liked that she was more at odds with Kirk compared to the others. You know.
Yeah.
I liked what was her name, Helen from back in Dagger of the Mind. She was good.
That's the first one I thought of when you
but I like that there was a conflict here. You know, it just made for it was a different experience from like Shatner being the typical leading man who gets the girl. This was different, and I liked it. Mm-hmm. Because there was still that feeling that like they cared about each other, but like she was gonna give him like everything that she got, because they were at odds here. Yeah,
it's it's fair that she cares for him, but it's more fair that she does her job right.
Yeah. I really did. I'm glad that I got my guess right. They went straight for Kirk to court-martial him.
You did, yeah.
So there was that. But the episode opens a little weirdly because I was like, I feel like we missed a whole episode here. And we're sort of doing a menagerie, aren't we?
A little bit, to a lesser extent.
To a lesser extent, and mostly because you don't have 50 minutes of extra footage to splice in there,
Yeah.
Here, there's a quick little flashback, and that's about it.
It's like security camera footage.
But I kind of wish we saw that. I wish we saw like the dramatic tension leading up to Kirk making the decision to leave this guy to die, or think that he's leaving this guy to die.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just like that aspect of the episode. I wish it was built on a little bit more, because we open up and apparently Kirk's already killed this guy. This guy's daughter hates him, and also she totally disappeared towards the end of the episode.
Totally.
There was this whole plot where they were like, "Oh, yeah, we're having Cogley go to get your daughter, and she's gonna bring her on board, and that way he's not gonna destroy the ship and try to kill her." But we don't ever see them.
No.
Like after Cogley goes to get her, we just never see either of those characters again.
Nope.
And Cogley was a great character.
Oh yeah.
To defend Kirk in his court-martial trial. He gets this lawyer named Cogley, and like he was like my favorite character here. I did actually have another favorite character here, but only because of the guy playing him. I don't know the guy's name, but Portmaster Stone. I just loved his presence.
Oh, yeah.
He had such a great presence in this episode.
He had the kind of presence that like, if he was your friend, you would be like, oh yeah, you're my friend, that's great.
Yeah.
But if he was your enemy, you would be absolutely terrified.
I just loved his voice though. He had such a cool voice. But also, interestingly, he's the portmaster on the Starbase 11, coming back from the menagerie.
Yes.
Which I thought was interesting. There are a lot of like little just menagerie connections here.
It might be at a convenience. It might not be.
I couldn't quite tell if it was the exact same courtroom set from
I was
the menagerie.
thinking about it. The actual court-martial room is, I think, different because when we see it in the menagerie, it's on the Enterprise.
Mm-hmm. And also, I don't think the tables were directly across from the judge's table, was it?
No.
I think they were more like to the side there because there was like a big open space in the middle, and the screen was at the other end there. There was also I don't know. That sounds so stupid. The people that type up the stenographer. That's it. I couldn't think of the name. There was one of those in the menagerie, and it was not here. So I don't know.
Which is a kind of an auto mission in reality.
Yeah. I did actually like the scene where where Shaw brought McCoy in to be questioned on the stand, and I thought that was just a nice little scene. He also questioned this other person on the Enterprise that we'd never met before.
They're the record personnel officer.
Yeah.
I took them to be essentially HR of the Enterprise.
Yeah. But no, that and the McCoy scene back to back I thought were really cool. And then Cogley calls up Kirk and he had his little speech there. But one of my favorite moments in the episode, speaking of speeches, is the one where Cogley is trying to convince the court to let him bring about this new evidence, because Spock and McCoy come in and they're like, hey, we have new evidence. And so Cogley immediately turns on this and he gives this great speech about information and how it's important, whatever. And just, I don't know, it was just a great little moment. I really liked that. Yeah, I don't know, I just thought that was cool. Also interesting because, much like in the Menagerie, we do this bit where we look at the event being questioned here. Not quite in the same way, though. In the Menagerie, where we had
an actual TV episode.
It was literally being pulled from Spock's memories, most of which he was not a part of. Whatever. Right. I'm not mad about that. But here instead we pull from I guess the security cameras of the Enterprise.
Because I mean the angles make sense that there would be one towards like
there
right.
There are 3 angles. One of them makes sense.
I could see. Like,
there's an overview from like the front of the Enterprise.
Yeah, it'd be like
there's one directly and closely looking at Kirk's control panel, and then there's one that's like more like head on, you know?
Okay, if I had to explain those, I can't really explain that last one you called out. Though I would take that second one to be by like the elevator door.
Yeah, but also like why is it so specifically centered on
they
his
did
control
call
panel?
out magnification. Like the
Did they? I think I missed that.
Yeah, the thing said to, cut this angle and magnify on his control panel.
Okay, gotcha. Also, you got really happy again because 3D chess made another appearance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I learned a little bit more how to play it.
You're gonna know someday. You're gonna be one of those insufferable nerds. But it was actually really cool, actually, because
that's how they figure it out.
Yeah, because Spock goes to play chess against a computer that he programmed himself, supposedly, and he's winning, and you shouldn't be like old computer joke. You shouldn't be able to win against a computer at chess, you know.
Especially one Spock programmed.
Yeah, especially because it's supposed to play the way that Spock would. So I like that. I thought that was really interesting, and also that led us to finding out who tampered with the security cameras and the computers, and that is Ben Finney himself. And my God, the actor playing him was lovely. He gave off this just insane, creature hiding in the hull of the ship energy.
Yeah. His expressions were phenomenal.
Just absolutely insane. He got these all shots of him were just these really close up, just sweaty, beady shots that I just hated looking at because they were so uncomfortable. He made it so uncomfortable, but it was so good.
Which is the mark of an excellent actor.
Yeah, he was great. I'm kind of mad he wasn't in more of the episode. He was one of the best things.
Right. Well, the whole court martial is dependent on that guy not being alive.
Yeah.
So.
yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I did like the heartbeat thing. How they.
It made a lot of sense.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. A bit of a longer sequence than I would have liked it to be.
Yeah.
we stayed on that for a really long time. Also, is there a rhyme or reason to Kirk wearing the green shirt?
I take it to be like his leisure shirt.
I guess, but he wears it for the entire thing.
Well,
except for the very end.
Yeah, except for the end.
For the very end, when they get back on there, they do the heartbeat thing.
I don't know. With the context that this episode has provided, which is admittedly not a lot, mind you, but I think we learn a little more every time we see it. I take it to mean that's the shirt he's wearing when he isn't actively on duty in his space.
Okay. I just figured Kirk being Kirk and William Shatner being William Shatner, he was just shirtless any other time he's not wearing that thing. But anyway.
Hey, I thought to say he isn't on set.
That's true. We have another fight scene here for Kirk in this episode, and I think I'm just noticing it now. I swear it happened before. But during a fight, whenever they want Kirk to be battle damaged, I guess.
Yeah.
I swear it's the same shirt. It's ripped in the exact same spot every single time. They just throw the same ripped shirt on him. a top right shoulder every single time.
It is.
And I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure every time he's gotten his shirt ripped in a fight, it's the same fucking shirt.
It might be, because I doubt they keep ripping shirts. That'd be
No,
a lot. That'd be a lot.
What a waste.
A lot of wasted shirts.
What a waste, yeah. And I did really like the note that the episode ended on with the little joke with Spock and McCoy where Kirk kisses Shaw and he goes back and he's like, oh, she's a very good lawyer. I thought that was just fun. I enjoyed it.
I didn't see the Spock eyebrow raise. Maybe I just missed it.
No, I don't think it was there, no.
It should have been.
It should have been. That was one of those moments where it should have been there, but whatever. But still, that was Court Martial, and it was a fine enough episode. I liked it.
It was good.
Yeah. Just, I don't think I'm, it's not gonna make, a top 10 list for me or anything, but it was good. It was just
no, it's a perfectly average episode.
Just a really solid episode. So, yeah, I guess that about does it. Until next time, this has been Joey Morgan.
I'm Jacob.
Goodbye.